Good afternoon and good evening, Jacks and Jills, and welcome to another exciting matchup of Echo Arena, presented by VRML. And yes, we have a newer matchup here, two newer teams to the league, and teams that have not yet been featured as they are readying up. But before we get started, I am on SirDimwi here with NightFiree in his very first Echo Arena cast. NightFiree, how you doing, man?
Oh, I'm excited. It's a good time to be getting into the casting sphere in Echo Arena, that's for sure. And I think it's a fitting space, right? Two new teams of the league, a new caster into the operation. We're going to see how both these squads square off with round one kicking off right now.
Yeah, it certainly does fit the theme. As that's going to be Alpha Protocol getting the win on the Joust initially, but Jacksonator there getting a good stun on the blue player, getting this one sent in, but now a chase for it as both teams. A lot of stuns going out in the back line there. Some extracurricular, I can never say that word. As that one gets sent into the zone, but right to the back line there. He's trying to send that one to his teammate on the far side.
Bit of chaos here. Let's do a nice little stack push up to the disc and a nice goal right through the goalie's hands.
Yeah, fantastic shot there to start us off. That's 33 seconds in. Perp Lex. Getting that one in for the two. First two on the board. And it will be Team Wyvern here with the Joust advantage. As I've realized I didn't do all my pre-game duties.
Uh-oh.
But anyways, no. So that one's going to get sent to that right to... Ooh, look at that turnover there. Salty Crackers with an opportunity.
Oh, the good pass. Nice snag. Tosses it up into the goal. And another one back-to-back. Another two-pointer.
Yeah, another good goal there. Burns, he's sending that one in from 7 meters out. Good for the two. And I'm still a little distracted because I'm very slow looking through my... Oh, hold on. I got this. This will be, who is this? Team Wyvern coming out with his Joust advantage right now. Going to be handled there by Perp Lex once more, sending it to that left tube. Unfortunately, a bit of a breakup there at the two bench. This team not able to get to it. Burnsy there first there for Alpha Protocol. Going to send this one back to mid.
They went for that quick blitz again, and they missed the steal this time. And now you see Alpha in the blue disc side. Nice pass coming in. Another shot on goal and a good answer back.
Yeah, solid goal there by Jacksonator coming in off that left shoulder and slamming that one in. 15 meters a second for 4 meters out, and that's good enough for the Team Wyvern's first two on the board there. Now only down by 2. Still 8 minutes to go here. Either team's game. Now this will be Alpha Protocol here with the Joust advantage. Going to be handled by Burnsy. Burnsy sending that one to that right tube. There to Salty Crackers, who's got a lot of space to work with, so he's just going to walk this one up here.
Oh, and the pass, a little bit of an undershoot there. Has to readjust a quick defensive shift here. All 3, 4 piling up, trying to deny this goal off the backboard, just missing.
Another opportunity there, and Burnsy one more time going to send that one in off the initial attempt there from Salty Crackers. Now a 4-point game in favor of Alpha Protocol here.
I'm going to take a little deep dive here into the score lines of these teams. Alpha Protocol has not won a match this season yet. They've done 2 challenges in the challenge week, whereas Wyvern has gotten a W under their belt, and they've gotten a steal. Now a pass coming just off the... Oh.
So close there.
Interception.
Salty Crackers coming back in off that back line with an opportunity. Walk this one in. Good cross pass, but a better read there from Jacksonator. Get the grab on that one and get the clear out all the way back into the Alpha Protocol zone here.
Possession moves to the...
That was a great intercept there, denying that cross. That would have been bad news for the goalie there to have that pass land into the hands of the blue team. And
yeah, that was a fantastic setup, and another one there. It's Salty Crackers, but Jacksonator once again, just a stalwart defender here for his team, Team Wyvern, in goal and in the bubble generally. But now that one going to get cleared down all the way back into the Team Wyvern bubble. Goalie looking to make a play. That is Perp Lex. And oh no, under pressure there. He's going to get stunned out. That one going back in the hands of Zay Gunslinger. Gunslinger sending it out to Salty. And Salty sending in a beautiful shot there. Looks like Lex got a hand on it. But unfortunately, it goes in nonetheless. So that'll be another 2 there for Alpha Protocol. Now up by 6.
you know, they have a nice little duo on the goal there. They're doing a great job of hanging on to the defense for so long. They just needed to get that dang disc out of their goal. They just could not get it out of the hands of Alpha in a great continuous barrage onto Team Wyvern. Good defense all around, but this is a nice little close game so far, right? Both these squads, good bit of a back and forth here as we try and get the disc settled into one of these squads' hands. A steal right out of the hands from Team Wyvern. Alpha going to be pushing in towards the goal.
Yeah, this one coming back in the Team Wyvern zone. Yeah, a lot of back and forth here between the two teams. A lot of scuffing at middle that is seeming to go Alpha Protocol's way most of the time. But there it is, another one. Burnsy sending that one in for 4 meters right behind the goal there, stuffing it in for another 2, and that's going to be an 8-point game here. Still 5 minutes to go here, though, in round 1.
8, 7, 6, 5,
Again, you know, the passing, I think, is a skill that is very undervalued across the league, right? You know, it's something that you see in high-level play, and you think, oh, I can do that. I can throw a disc to a friendly player. That's easy. It's a piece of cake. It is not, you know, everything but. It is a challenge. It requires muscle memory. It requires good passing skills, and you see some missed passes here. I just think it's one of those things that you just got to keep practicing, right? You got to keep honing in as a missed shot comes in there.
No, you absolutely do, and it's one of those that even if you get 99% of them right, that one you get wrong will mess up all the others. And it's, you know, you have to be so consistently good with it. And a great opportunity there from Jacksonator as he loses his hand on that shot. This one bouncing out. Sandpacket is there first, but he's getting stunned out there by Gunslinger, who's going to send that one back towards mid. Now, a bit of a race for here. Some good leeches going out. Some extracurricular. I said it right that time. A good stun there on
Nice
Salty
stun.
Crackers. And now Jacksonator are going to send this one back, all the way back into the Alpha Protocol zone. That will be Ramen is good, picking that one up in his bubble, sending it back towards mid. Look for that clear, but that is Crabion getting the hands on that one at mid, passing it over to who was that got the crab? I'm not sure because it bounced out of his hands. That was Jacksonator. Good disruption there by Salty Crackers, and Burnsy getting that one sent back out towards mid. Unfortunately, not cleared all the way out of the zone just yet. Burnsy there trying to get it out, but look at Sandpack out on the back line, not letting that one get through.
That was a nice intercept here, back into the hands of Alpha Protocol, down and cleared into the side of Team Wyvern, but Perplex, he's been sitting there waiting half court, scooped it up, tries to pass it off to his team, and they've been doing a good job of passing inside the zone of Alpha Protocol. They just haven't gotten those shots on goal that they wanted, and this may be an opportunity here. He's going to have a nice opportunity for a 2, goes for it just over the top.
Yeah, a really good look there from, I believe that was Crabion coming in. Yeah, that was him on the back, now on the back line. As Salty Crackers here getting there first, looking for that cross pass, but just behind the player. Now a bit of a race for it. Good slap there from Gunslinger, sending this one to the near side wall. And that is Salty Crackers with the grab. Good pass up the nest, but just out of the reach of Burnsy.
That was a great pass. That would have been a pass to an anchor shot right there. Could have been a nice 3-pointer attempt, but now it's Team Wyvern trying to, again, get it into the Alpha Ducks goal. He got a nice boost down and a great steal. And from Ramen is good. An excellent job denying that goal.
The Alpha Protocol sending this one out of the zone. I lost track of it only for a moment. As now it's going to be who's there first is Burnsy with an opportunity, but it's going to ding off the bottom side. He gets the second opportunity, pops that one in for the 2. A 10-point game in favor of Alpha Protocol with just under 2 to go.
Need a couple of 3s here, and they need them fast. You know, they need to get that quick pass down into the side of Alpha Protocol and need to be challenging right away and go for 3s. They need to make some 3s here. They need to start putting a dent in this unfortunate 10-point lead. They don't need this steal. They don't need this goal.
That is unfortunate there. Burnsy going to be able to punish that error, send that one in for the 2. That's going to extend this lead to 12 here. With a minute and a half to go, it's looking like a fairly steep hill for Team Wyvern if they want to try to come back here round 1. But it will be Wyvern with that joust advantage. And is there a restart? Looks like there was a restart. That was sudden and unexpected. And further evidence, we have witnesses in the chat that we don't always get notified when there's going to be a restart. Sometimes they just happen. So that's what that is there.
If I had to make a guess, something happened on their joust there at the start
Yo, sorry.
of that last round.
Communication problem.
No, you're good. You're good.
All right.
Hey, you guys flip the scores. You guys
So there's a Team Wyvern saying, and chat could hear that, I'm sure, fairly well.
Wait,
fairly
you guys
clearly.
have
Yeah.
the scores on wrong. You
Yeah,
guys
Team
have
Wyvern
you guys have
with
the scores on.
a communication problem.
Yeah.
I'm also hearing you have to
Change
flip the
scores,
If I
scores.
were you guys.
No, that's them.
You
That's
don't mind.
them in the
Oh,
game.
okay.
There.
Interesting.
Yeah,
guys
after
flip
the
the
restart, they have to manually input the scores back to where it
Okay,
was,
gotcha.
and they put them a little bit backwards there. Team Wyvern taking a commanding lead here with a minute 45 to go.
It's a good way to get that comeback firing up, right?
Yes, it is. And yeah, so it looks like Wyvern looks to be ready here as they just readied up. So yeah, both teams readying up. So minute 45 on the clock, 12-2 in favor of Alpha Protocol. Curious to see, is this going to be in the proper location? It is. Fantastic work, guys. Way to get that done. It took you less than a minute. You got everything back on track. Good. That was for new teams. You should be surprised how common it is to mess that up, but they got that perfect.
They still were missing one. They still didn't have him readied up in time, but they got the disc this time out of their zone and tried to clear it down into the Alpha Protocol side, but Alpha Protocol is playing aggressive. They want this disc. They do not want another goal into the side of Team Wyvern.
They do not. Now that one's going to get sent all the way into the Alpha Protocol bubble. Goalie coming out to play that when he gets a hand on it. That is Ramen is good, and I agree. But look at that steal. Jacksonator doing some heavy lifting. And, oh, he's going to hit the outside of that post.
Return to sender.
Wow, they've had a couple near misses today on the goal. The scoreline could be a lot tighter if those had sunk in, and just a couple of unfortunate misses for Team Wyvern, and Perplex getting outside the goal, open net right now. This could be a 3, but another missed shot. Very fortunate missed shot there.
But now in the hands of Burnsy. Burnsy up to Gunslinger. Gunslinger, oh, the stop there. Perplex not letting that one go in. Trying to send this one away, but unfortunately taking that bounce off the bow tie there. Good slap to the floor from the player on Alpha Protocol. And who's going to come away with it? That is Jacksonator. Jacksonator doing a lot of work here, first team of this game. Trying to get that one out, but it's going to take those goofy bounces off the ceiling. And now a good steal there. Salty Crackers looking at a one-on-one with the goalie if he can get in. Takes a shot, but another stop. Perplex not letting that one happen, but Gunslinger's going to get the return. Send that one in for the 2, and that will just about do it here for us in round 1. 14-2 Alpha Protocol.
The back-to-back steals there is at the end, but yeah, it is going to be Alpha Protocol coming out with the pretty commanding lead. I think Team Wyvern started to warm up there towards the end. You know, I think they let in a couple of easy goals early on. I think it was a 33-second goal to start off the set. And, you know, once they started to get at some point, once they got on the board and started to settle in, I think, you know, once they started to score. So I'm interested to see how this second round is going to go, and if Team Wyvern is going to come in with a different, you know, shift in their mentality. You gotta always take the positives away when you have a loss like that.
Absolutely, and we do have some stats we can go over here. Burnsy doing a lot of heavy lifting here, getting 10 points. That's a game high. 10 points in that one, also picking up a steal. Yeah, Z Gunslinger with 2 points on the board, 1 save, a steal. Salty Crackers with 3 assists. Dude doing a lot of playmaking for his team here, also with a save and a steal. And also want to point out, Perplex coming away with 4 saves. Jacksonator with 2 himself, also a steal, although I'm pretty sure he got more steals than that. Jax did. But Perplex with 4 saves in that game, doing a lot of hard work there in the goal for Team Wyvern. We definitely saw, especially near the end there, a lot of really good saves from him, a lot of clutch saves from that guy.
Yeah, and you know, I think the thing that Alpha Protocol is doing just a touch better here in terms of movement is that their stacks just seems to be going a little bit faster. They seem to be a little bit more coordinated on utilizing that stack, and I think we've seen Gunslinger and Burnsy. I want to say that's the duo that's been the assaulting duo for this Alpha Protocol team, because Burnsy with 10, you know, he has been up there, he has been stealing, he has been scoring consistently.
And teams coming out for a moment, but there's only a minute 45 on the clock, so they are going to reset once more. That's I know you can the chat can hear all the fixed time going on right now. Good. So yeah, so that's what you're hearing there is the teams not realizing, because that's what happens when you do the restart and you set that timer to 145. It defaults to being 3 rounds, and you can forget that. You have to actually completely restart it once again and reset that timer to 10. So we should get a quick restart here. It looks like both teams readying up fairly quickly. Yes, they are. At least one of them is.
It was a perfect reset. We complimented him on the reset, but they weren't ready for the next round.
Yeah, it catches everybody off guard there. I know I've fallen victim to it myself more than once, I'm sure. But we are ready to start round 2 here. That was round 1 Alpha Protocol. They took that one 14-2. And now teams lining up to take this initial neutral joust.
And I was right. It is Burnsy and Gunslinger. They are that stacked duo that is the forward most for Alpha Protocol. You can see Burnsy there trying to get the stun, trying to grab that disc, and a decent pass down into the side of Alpha.
That was an attempted clear out. It takes that funny bounce off of the post. And now in the hands of Sam Paquette. Sam up to Jacksonator. Jacksonator, maybe an opportunity. No. Salty Cracker's going to get the grab on that. Try to send that one away, but another unfortunate bounce. And Sam Paquette just holding down that back line, not letting this disc get out of the zone. Opportunity. Jack sending that shot. Wow. Wow.
That was a 16 meters a second. That's the fastest toss we've had, fastest goal we've had in this set so far. A really nice overhand shot there to sink it in from down under.
Yeah, I was not expecting that shot at all. Solid 2 there. That's our first goal of the game. They're giving Team Wyvern their first lead of this matchup as this one gets sent all the way down there into the Team Wyvern zone. Alpha Protocol looking for a quick start here on offense, but Sam Paquette again saying that guy's name quite a bit here. But Salty with the steal. No, he's going to try to make something happen, has some room, pulls that defender out, but holds on just a moment too long. And Sam Paquette's going to come away with that one, sending that one in for the chase. Now that is, Ramen is good on the back line, get the grab on that one, try to clear it out, but it's going to take the bounce off of Popcorn. And no, that was just that was a 4-dimensional self-pass. As that one's
40
get sent
shots
out.
being played here. Verblex comes out of the goal. It's an empty net. Burnsy has all the time in the world to shoot a 3. A nice, easy 12 meters a second.
Yeah, beautiful shot there from Burnsy. And I did get it in frame. Don't let anyone say otherwise. Because now we'll be Team Wyvern with that joust advantage. Currently down by 1. That was a 3 there. We just saw from Burnsy as that one gets sent to that left tube. I thought it missed a target, but no, it finds Perp Lex on further down. I don't even know what word I was looking for. Is that cross pass looking for his teammate Jackson, but just off the mark. And Burnsy going to get the clear out.
I was just about to say Team Wyvern's passing is definitely one of their strengths so far in this set, but that missed pass just barely bouncing off the barrier, kind of throwing it off trajectory, and now it's floating around inside Team Wyvern's side. They need to clear it before Alpha Protocol can get over here and get comfortable. There's the steal. Here comes the clear, and no, an unfortunate bounce into the hands of Alpha Protocol. We're still battling over a disc here finally. Gets cleared downrange, and we'll see if Orange Team can get up there and utilize this. It is a 1-on-2 right now. They need to sink this pass. They need to get this in goal.
Yeah, pass up there, looking for, does hit Crabion. Crabion wants that one in. Planning it for the 2, and that's going to give Team Wyvern another lead here, retaking it. Now up by 1, 4-3. Still under 7 minutes to go here, but what a nice goal there from Wyvern.
Do you think that bounce pass was intentional? Because that was a great little use of throwing it up off the top panel there to bounce in to the top of the cube, and then he kind of rode it away from his enemies, able to sink that in, and basically a 1-on-1 with the goalie. It was a nice little move there.
It very well may have been, and as anyone can attest to, once you're in the game for long enough, you start seeing a whole bunch of players that can hit those bounce shots, those bounce passes that you originally think, oh yeah, that's a lucky shot, but then you see him doing it again and again and again. You're like, okay, maybe not so lucky, So possibly there as Jacksonator sending this one across, just out of the reach of his teammates, under a lot of pressure there. He comes away with it almost as Burnsy gets a slap out of the bubble there, and now bouncing into the trench in the Alpha Protocol zone. Gunslinger, a little rush there, had more room than he presumably thought he had. But still in control is Alpha Protocol. Salty Cracker hoarding this one up to Gunslinger. Gunslinger looking for Burnsy on the cross pass. Does get it to him. Burnsy, good duck from the defender. Not going to be able to walk this one in. A good opportunity. Gunslinger, digging it off the post. And now he's going to come away with that. That is Sam Paquette sending it away.
That was that's the duo there. The Burnsy Gunslinger duo coming into effect. Now the brawl for the disc again. Right in the midfield.
Clear attempt, but it takes that bounce off the tube. That is the curved wall in the tube there, so it can cause the disc to do some funky things that you don't want it to do, but they do ultimately come back away with it. That Sam Paquette. Oh, good stun there by Salty Crackers. Coming up to this one, he may get a one-on-one against the goalie here. Good leech there by Sam Paquette. Going for the shot or the cross pass, maybe a little bit of both. And that one's going to end up back out of the bubble and back towards mid.
That was dangerous. They had Perplex stunned. Net essentially open for that goal to pass right through, and it doesn't go in. Here comes another shot from Burnsy. A little shimmy before he tosses it in just over the head of the goalie. He gets his team up by 1 point.
Yeah, that was a phenomenal move there by Burnsy. It was almost looks like a stutter step as I'm watching it on the replay. Yeah, he hesitates. He hesitates on that shot. It causes that defender to overshoot him a little bit, and he's able to get that shot off. So now Alpha Protocol retaking the lead here. 4.5 to go in round 2. Up 5-4, and this one's going to get sent there to that right tube to Crabion. Crabion now moving in, has pressure coming in from back and front, gets a great pass across the arena over to Sam Paquette, but a good stuff there by Salty Crackers, and now a turnover for Alpha Protocol, at least momentarily.
I think Salty was going for the stun there and accidentally grabbed the disc. Either way, it worked out for him. A missed pass just barely into the hands of Sam, now floating around as Burnsy is going to get his hands on the disc, and he's a threat that you do not want Alpha Protocol to have with the disc in his control. He's been doing great today so far for them.
He absolutely has been. It's now Crabion wrangling this one in under pressure. Though. Good sneak up right there by Burnsy. Burnsy now walking in, trying to make a move, goes for the shot, but it hits the underside, and then that bounce was on its way in there, and that is Perplex getting a good read on that, stopping that one from going in, but right back into the hands of Burnsy here. Burnsy going for that cross pass there to Gunslinger. Gunslinger trying to walk that one in. Sam Paquette saying no, getting the stun on and getting this sent out.
Perplex doing a great job on goalie for his squad today. He's denied a couple of goals. He's just nearly let that one through.
So now this one cleared out all the way into that far side tube. But it will be Alpha Protocol. Alpha Protocol doing a really good job of controlling the disc here in round 2, particularly on this assault. Now, Perplex stopping that one from getting anywhere near the goal. And he's going to slow this one down for his team, try to get his team set up for a move out of their zone here. Because a few times now they've tried to clear that one out, but it's Alpha Protocol on the back line not letting it get out. And once again, Salty Cracker sending that one up to Burnsy. Burnsy has a one-on-one, going to take a shot, but Perplex not going to let that one through. He sends that one out. And now his teammate there, Jacksonator, with the grab, gonna maybe look to send it away. No, Burnsy with another steal and another stun, and some ping-ponging going on around the bubble at the moment.
Perplex and Burnsy are getting real comfortable with each other, that's for sure. It's been a couple of one-on-ones for those two so far. It continues to deny the points coming in from Burnsy, but we'll see how long that trend goes on. Alpha has just been sitting in the side of Team Wyvern. Here comes the 1-on-2 and a great steal from the backside by Sam. Back into the hands of Alpha. The shot going to come in here shortly off the backboard, just missing. A follow-up here also just missing.
There's so many opportunities there for Alpha Protocol. Couldn't get it in, but they are still in control. And with 1:48 left, that's a good place to be for them as they are up by 1. They don't necessarily need the goal. Maybe they're going to get it here. Burnsy walking this one in. He finally gets that one planted in for the 2. And that is going to put Alpha Protocol up by 3 here. And that might just change the character of the game as we have just about 1:20 to go after Alpha Protocol taking that round 1.
Yeah, I mean, this is the set right here, right? You need to land a 3 or at least a quick 2 so that you're back in the game. The 3 is going to tie it up, keep you in, keep you maybe to OT. The blitz comes in, does miss, so the opportunity is here, but steal into the hands of Burnsy. He has been the continuous threat, always has his hands on the disc, and now he's going to go for another goal. Nice little stun there, getting that puck out of his hand. Sam tries to clear, knockward bounce back into his hands, and almost a pass into Ramen.
This one bouncing out over into Burnsy's hands. Burnsy maybe looking for a one-on-one, going to take a shot, and he plants that one in for the 2. And let's see how much time is left. That may have been the ice on this game here. We're going to have 27 seconds not technically out of time, but Team Wyvern, if they want to stay in this, if they want to force a round 3, they have to score very, very quickly. And that's going to be, they have to score within about 10 seconds here.
If you're Alpha, you just need to sit back and chill. The double blitz does come in here, so the opportunity is available if they act quickly, but they just haven't been very fast right out of the gate. As fast as Alpha, that's for sure at least. And here you go, Zero hands on. It's a Burnsy Zero duel against Perplex, and another top of the top corner of the goal goes in there, and I think that's pretty much blue team locking in this set. Excuse me, Alpha Protocol.
Yes, it is Alpha Protocol going to win round 2, 11-4. That's going to give them the victory over Team Wyvern in this best of 3 series. As we go to the scoreboard here, and yes, there you go on the board. There it is. It took a moment. But yes, round 1, 14-2 in favor of Alpha Protocol. Round 2, 11-4 in favor of Alpha Protocol. And look at Burnsy on the board there. Game high points of 19. He is, in fact, the only player in the game to have scored more than 2 goals. And more than 2 goals it was. As that's quite a few there on the board.
That is it's cool to see. They have their point man. They did a great job of constantly commanding control of the disc, and that's credited to their back line, right? It just never got into the side of Alpha Protocol. At least it very rarely did towards the later half of that second round.
Yep.
And then Zero and Burnsy just constantly being a threat. They're always punching, they're always brawling, they're always stealing. Something that, Team Wyvern had to constantly be aware of. And after like 3 minutes of doing that, of like constant defense, constant aggressive brawling against these two, finally a goal comes in, and then it was sort of a cascade, a couple of quick goals into the hands of Alpha Protocol. But a great job from Team Wyvern. They looked good in that second round. And like I said, I think if they had come in there as loose as they were in the second round, in that first round, it would have been a closer set there as well.
Absolutely, and I also want to point out for their Team Wyvern, look at all those saves they had on the board. You had Perplex with 7, which is quite a few. Jacksonator himself with 4, Sam Paquette with 3, and Crabbion picking himself up 1 as well. If I could learn to speak English properly, but that is that's insane. That is so many saves here, and it just tells you how relentless Alpha Protocol's offense was, and how much heavy lifting Team Wyvern had to do on the defensive end, and Alpha Protocol ultimately coming away with that one. Great debut for these guys on their casts here. Not debut in the league, but debut on cast. Well played from both teams. Both of these teams. This is they had they were making the right decisions. They were their formations were good. Their positioning was good. And it came down to that midline play where Alpha Protocol just would not let Team Wyvern get that disc through mid. And it definitely goes Alpha Protocol's way. But aside from that, how'd you enjoy your first cast here in the realm of Echo Arena?
It was a great match, and this is what I love about Echo, is that the matches are just so fun to watch and spectate. And I'm gonna have to go in and keep working on my throwing form. I'm trying to tune that in right now, but it's definitely gotten me hyped up to go in and play some more. So definitely have to get a few games in now.
Yeah, there's nothing more motivating to get you to go play than watching a match or two. Speaking of a match or two, we are gonna have a few more into the evening in about 30 minutes. I will be coming back on VRML 1 to bring you Frostbite and Chaos, Frostbite versus Chaos, and then an hour after that one starts, we'll have Wireless Jacks versus Wrath, also on VRML 1. So definitely come back for those if you're so inclined, and if not, that's okay too. We still love you. Anything you want to say, NightFiree, before we get out of here?
No, just shout out to you guys welcoming me into the casting squad. I'm glad I got to cast my first game today, and I hope to be back for more, because I really love watching Echo.
Yeah, I hope you come back for more as well, because that was definitely a good cast. I think you fit in quite well, actually. Quite well, I think, in my opinion.
Thank you. We'll see how the community feels.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll let you know. They certainly let us know. So yeah. So yes, that was. Thank you very much for joining us. That was Team Wyvern versus Alpha Protocol. I have been SirDimwi. That was NightFiree. This has been VRML. We thank you very much for joining us, and you have a nice evening. Yes.
Yeah.